So come to the next topic, which is endogenic forces. Just now we have learned these two processes, endogenic and exogenic. Now we will go to know about the endogenic processes. What are those processes? These are the movements of the earth within the earth that shapes its lithosphere driven by the energy generated from within the earth. So this energy primarily comes from which services? From the which sources? The radioactivity. The first one is radioactivity, second one is rotational and tidal friction of the earth, and primordial heat, that means which is generating directly or naturally from the earth's surface, that is called those formational processes. These are included in endogenic processes. So what are those included? The radioactivity, the rotational activity, the tidal friction, and the primordial heat from the earth's surface. So this processes which includes the diastrophism, what is written over there in the bracket, that a large scale deformation of the earth's crust, and volcanism. These two examples just now we have learned for the endogenous processes, and these are influenced by variations in the geothermal gradients and the heat flow. In Himachal Manikaran, this is the place name, the Manikaran, which is situated in Himachal Pradesh state. We have also gone there, we visited there, and we have seen how the geothermal heat, it flows to each place, from one place to another places, how it spread out. That is called the geothermal processes, that is called the geothermal heat flow. Naturally, the water is going to be warm in the mountain areas also. So that is the main thing, and as well as the differences in the crustal thickness and the strength. When we have learned crust, mantle, core, there we have done also the learning that crust is composed of Sial and Sima, silicon, aluminium and magnesium in continental crust, and the as well as the oceanic crust we can have this presence. So that's why the crustal thickness will be differentiated from each other, from oceanic crust to continental crust, that is written over there. And due to this variation, this action of endogenic forces is not uniform. Yes, that can't be in a balancing position, because the components or the compounds through which the crustal portions or the crust, mantle, core, everything is formed, that is completely different. So it leads the uneven, tectonically controlled crustal surface. What is the example is given over there? I'm changing the color. Yes, the formation of the Himalayan mountain range, it's also an endogenetic process. Just now I gave the example that can you see the formation of the Himalayan mountain, how it's formatted, that you can see? No, we can't see, we just feel it, we just make the measurement of the height. So that's how we can understand that now it's growing up and up, its height is increasing. So that's why it's a endogenetic forces, and the Himalayas are formed by the collision of Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, which was driven by the energy from within the earth. So what are the short pointers for the revision, what we have learned from this part following? First one is endogenetic processes we have learned, that means it's a internal movements of the earth. Energy sources, which are the sources, compounds of this? Radioactivity, rotational, tidal friction, primordial heat. Main processes, the diastrophism and volcanism. What is diastrophism? That we are going to learn in the next paragraph. Non-uniform action, that means geothermal gradients, heat flow, crustal thickness, strength, these are the variated formations of this. So that's why uniformity we can't see over there. And the result is uneven, tectonically controlled crustal surface we have. In the example, we can say it as the formation of the Himalaya mountain by the tectonic plate collision. Which tectonic plates? Indian and Eurasian. That you all have to remember.